rolled up by Legendary. And Legendary is going to get an opportunity at PWE. Here comes the light heavyweight champion, and from behind now PWE jumping Legendary, stomping him down after this matchup. Legendary is going to be exhausted. What's all this about? Otis backstage looking for the masked man. Hey, wait, is that him? Otis, I think he sees him. Hey, that's Scotty Davis. Nah, I don't think Scotty Davis is the masked man. I think Otis realizes that too. Well, I think it's safe to say Scotty Davis isn't the masked man. Then again, who is? And how would Otis go about finding out? Things really getting complicated here on the GSs of late. And let's quickly recap GS Extra. Aussie Cribs going one-on-one with Johnny Razor this past week. Aussie not 100% for this one, but was able to overcome Johnny Razor. More losses next to the name Johnny Razor. More momentum for Aussie Cribs. And later this week on GS Extra, the man that debuted last week, Tyree, He's going to go one-on-one with Collie King. And ladies and gents, the time has come. GS Heavyweight Championship and possibly Blade's health on the line. He was 280 pounds, I believe, as gain weights in preparation for this matchup. He's also mean, he's got a short fuse, and he's a downright juggernaut in that ring. And he's got these two rivals, Forrest Evans and Flex Foster, on the shelf for a substantial period of time, and now he gets a heavyweight championship opportunity against the heavily doubted champion. Tense holds the entire deck tonight. You know Blade, he wouldn't have it any other way. He may be doubted by his peers, by a lot of the guys in the back, but this crowd and the fans all around the world have faith in Blade. He's overcome a lot of challenges since the very beginning of his career, since the first GS episode even. But he gets up, dusts himself off, and he works his way back up the ladder. I mean, if you see Blade as lucky as a fluke, well, if Blade gets destroyed tonight, then I'll agree with you. But if he steps up to the game, gets right up in the face of Tense and walks away still champion, then, well, then you wouldn't need me to tell you how wrong you are. Heavyweight Championship's going to be on the line next. Is underway. Here we go. And as I predicted, Blade getting all up in the face of Tense. No fear, no right hand by Blade. Just getting shoved away. The thing about Tense, he's not, as far as pro wrestlers go, he's not overly big. I mean, you get 300, 400 pound guy. Wait a minute, Blade off the ropes. Oh, a vicious spine buster. Tense wasting absolutely no time in slamming Blade down into the mat. As I was about to say though, Tense is 280 pounds. I'm not saying that's not big, but it's more about the force and the power in his moves rather than the fact that he's a big guy. He's just so dominating in that ring. But Blade now with these big, heavy-hitting right hands. Tense with just raw power throwing Blade back in. And here are these big shoulders. We've seen these before from Tense. Just wearing away at the midsection of Blade. Absolutely crushing. Tense grabbing the legs now, and there's the power. Just throwing Blade right into the mat. Blade slowly getting to his feet in the corner here. Not the start that Blade would have wanted in this matchup. Oh, and there's a running shoulder tackle to the midsection. Tense targets a body part. He works it, and he's going back to the midsection again, trying to take away the vertical base of Blade. Just crushing his ribs in the corner, and this is violent. Blade in trouble early on here. Tense, just emotionless face. Blade getting back up to his feet. Tense took his eye off the ball there. And a running shoulder block. Blade back on the offensive now, stomping away at Tense. And Tense scatters to the outside. Blade now with the crowd on his side. And early on, Tense not wasting a second getting back in this ring. Big right hand to the head of Blade. Big man Tense getting back in the ring. And again working the midsection. Just so much ferocity in these moves. Right hand, wait a minute, Blade had it countered that time. Irish whip into the corner from Blade. Now on a right hand to the back now. This has become a match of strikes, both men very powerful strikes. And Blade now just working the back of Tense. Look at this, and Tense falls down to the mat like a sack of bricks. Blade now working the legs. Tense, keep the big man down. Blade now got the crowd on his side, going to jam Tense's head right to the mat. There's an opportunity here for Blade, he cannot pass it up onto the rope. Oh, walked into a big, giant headbutt from Tense. Seen it many times before, and Blade could very well be out. He took a headbutt right to the midsection. There's the 2, new champion. Oh, and just a 2 there. Blade getting his shoulder up. I mean, this match hasn't been excessively long, but Blade has took an awful lot of punishment in this one. And again, another right hand right to the back. And Tense now got Blade in the corner. Look at the positioning. Tense knows exactly where he wants his opponent at all times. And now he's just absolutely pounding away at Blade. Stop to the midsection. And again, oh, he went and got caught that time. Blade's got the, oh, and a big clothesline by Blade. Tense now slowly gets back up to his feet. Blade. Big overhead fisherman by Blade. And Blade got the fans on his side here tonight. Tense wrestling up against the ropes, but throws Blade over the ropes as Blade went on the attack. And here we go, Tense taking his fight to the outside here. Referee beginning his count. And Tense now, he's like he's already snapped. A lot like last week. And oh, he's just wearing down Blade, throwing him into the guardrail. Watch the ring count here from the referee. And Blade falling right into the steel ring post. And dragging him to the... Wait a minute, Tense going for another shot to the midsection. Blade had it countered that time. Big elbow. Right hand to the face. We're going to count a 9 here. And I count the 10. And Blade has retained the GS Heavyweight Championship on a count out that quickly. And Tense is absolutely pissed off on the outside. Blade, did he get lucky here tonight? Maybe. Next Saturday night on the PWE Gaming Series, in preparation for his Light Heavyweight Championship match, Legendary faces a desperate Johnny Razor. Tense takes his frustrations out in one-on-one action against Austin James. And what happens when Hodis and the Masked Man finally come face to face? Next Saturday night on the PWE Gaming Series.